All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. First year moto trials. Tommy T here. Today we're going to be talking about how you can use a brick and some lines to become better at turning and more accurate in sections. Coming up.
So the concept is pretty simple. We're going to try and take that back wheel and ride over a brick while in the midst of a turn. And proprioception is what we are trying to develop. It's our body's innate ability to know where it is in space, meaning our body or the bike, where is it as it relates to turning around in a corner. And you think about it as you go through a section. In this example, this guy's got to get his rear tire on the outside of that rock in order to get around the turn. So when we're trying to go over this brick, it's a little different because we're actually intentionally trying to hit something, whereas in a section we'd be trying to avoid one of those big bowling ball type rocks that slows you down and takes out your momentum, just like this. No momentum, and I'm dipping to the inside. So we need a little bit of momentum as we go into this, keeping that chain tension, keeping that motor engaged. Sit low, make your turn. And the nice thing about riding over a brick is that we get that immediate feedback that we did actually go over the obstacle. We can feel it. Not exactly. Putting it early into the corner is going to make this a little bit easier. Sometimes it spits out a little bit. And if you're curious, the box I'm going to practice in for my figure eights is about 9 or 10 steps, and then twice that in length. So first position here, putting the brick right in the center, gives me plenty of space after I make this turn to ride wide with the front wheel around that brick and then back wheel right over it. So I would recommend doing your warm-up figure eights with one of these bricks in the middle here. I do it in first gear, second gear, sometimes even third gear, just to get a feel for it. So this is actually the second spot I'd recommend doing it. And instead of figure eights, you can just do big kind of ovals around this. But when you put the brick there, it's giving you the best chance to go around it and then over it, even though I got number 3 written on that location. All right, so number 2 is kind of in the middle of the turn here. As you can see, I've accidentally flipped the brick, and going over it's gonna be a little bit more challenging now. Took a dab. All right, and then just make sure you go both ways around the figure eight so you're getting practice on the right-hand turn and the left-hand turn, developing that proprioception, knowing where your back wheel is at all times. And this is probably the hardest one at the exit of the turn, coming around and over that brick. If you watch other people at events, this is where you'll see they take dabs because they don't know where that real wheel is.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to see part 2 of tight turns with bricks, laying that foundation for good turns. I'll see you next time.